In this video, I'll show you how to do a Flite Ultimate Stack. So we've got the T-Mini up already, and I've put the Flite tent laid out on top of the T-Mini. And so the thing to do next is to put your second level of tree protectors around the trees. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to put it about 3 feet above the one I've already got up. So the Flite and the T-Mini come with a square D-ring, and that's going to allow the strap to lie flat against the D-ring and not cause any points of extra loading. Feed the strap through the D-ring. And then position it over the wrap, which will save the bark from any damage. Pull that tight. So we take our tail, we put the strap through there, go under, over once, take the rest of the tail, poke a loop through and under there, and then cinch it tight. That means you've got a quick release handle, but it's not going to go anywhere once it's cinched tight like that. Now we're going to put the web lock on. So you take your web lock, put the or second ratchet, put the loop through, put the metal gear through the loop, cinch it tight, and take your strap, come back behind both of those bars, over the top of one, behind both bars, then over the top of one and through the underside of the other. Then you're able to just pull that tight. And I'm going to pull it fairly tight between these 2 points, the tail and the side. And then take the rest of the Flite and the ratchet over to the final anchoring point over here. So again, take your ratchet tail, put the loop through, take the hardware, put it through the loop, pull it tight. Take your last strap, put it through the Flite ratchet, pull out the slack. Now before I put it in full tension, I'm going to put the poles in, otherwise it will be quite high. So I'm going to just lock it off and get the poles. Flite poles are blue, you should have one short one, which is 3 sections long, and then one long one. And the long one goes from head to tail through the long mesh pole sleeve. So from back to front, and then push that up and put it in the pole socket. The smaller pole sleeve over that one, and then back into that one and into the pole socket on that side, and then into the pole socket on this side. Now we're ready to tension it. So I'm going to hop up now onto this one so I can get some pure tension into that strap. I might actually take out some of that slack. Whoa. Okay, there. And what you're trying to do is get the Flite to be pretty much directly over that T-Mini, so that when you drop the double bubble down, it falls directly in between the two. Make sure that's locked off and you're all set. Behind the web lock you want to put a safety knot, just so if there's any slippage you guard against that. So I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times, stick a safety knot in there so it can't get past the web lock. There, it's locked in now. So now the Flite's up, your T-Mini's up, you got the pegs and bungee, and you got the rain fly to go on. When you're doing an ultimate stack or a classic stack with the Flite, sometimes it'd be worth actually putting the rain fly on before you raise the Flite to its full height, but we'll give it a go. So the rain fly will have some bungee loops and hooks, and a nice little hack is actually to take it off the grey webbing. So you take off that, and so you've just got the bungee and the hook, and if you put this bungee around the strap, going through itself once, and then round it again and going through itself twice, it actually bites the strap so it can't slip. And then you've got a really nice anchoring point for the tail of your Flite. So I'm going to take the 2 elastic bungees and just simply hook them onto that little biting piece that we've just made, and then take it round the front, holding the opposite side of the rain fly. So this is going to go over the top. So I'm going to climb up. Probably should take my shoes off, but I am wearing soft trainers, so I'm going to be real careful. And then you can just whip that over there and take the 2 bungee and loops and hook it behind the ratchet or the web lock, whichever you've got here. And then back to the last side, take those last 2 bungee hooks and you can hook those to the back plate of your ratchet. There. Now I can peg this out and start adding the double bubble between the 2 layers. So we've got the Flite double bubble. We're going to find one of the corners which looks like that. It's got a vertical green webbing and a adjustable strap with a clip on it, and you're going to go by the D-ring and cinch that up nice and tight. Then run your fingers round to the next corner and grab the next adjustable strap and clip that there, cinch that tight, throw it all onto the T-Mini so you can get it down to the tail. So then we can do the same for the bottom level, which is find the corners, round the D-rings, cinch it up tight. Clip that one, cinch, and then the tail. So at the front you'll find a toggle and loop, and you can just simply put that loop over the pole socket. So there. And then come round to the sides, throw this elasticated webbing over the corner and then cinch it tight. So with this one I'm actually going to come with the corner through the D-ring just to hold that right up against that corner so that this can come and close as snugly as it can. And then you come with these straps underneath to their corresponding toggles, pull those tight. So picking out the rain fly, I'm going to take 2 of the lengths of bungee and put them together like that. So then it's one long bit, and then I'm going to put a loop in each end. Okay, and while I'm walking over here, I'll do the other loop. So then one side or one end of the bungee, tie it to one of the grey loops on the fly sheet, and then grab the other end, tie it to that grey loop of the rain fly, little knot. So now you've got both of those grey loops attached to one bungee. I'm just going to peg it out right there. So you're using one peg. Really, I like to use fewer pegs touching the ground, the better, because 1, they cause a trip hazard, and 2, if you're coming down to one peg, you've only got one peg to watch out for. So this side's still got the bungee and loop on the rainfly. So I'm just gonna hook that to the loop and the other side to that loop, and then use one peg to peg out that rainfly. Last one on the front. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm going to just secure it against any wind that might come in through the night. Peg that one out down to the ground. And there we have a Flite Classic stack. Up here we've got a Flite Classic stack. So we've got the T-Mini set up. We've got the double bubble linking it to the Flite at the top. And now we're going to drop it down with a ground conversion kit and a second double bubble to create a Flite Ultimate Stack. So we'll take the the clip band off that, keep it safe there. Unfold the ground conversion kit. So again, keep your clip band safe. Now you want to make sure that the zip edge is your lower edge. So I'm going to keep that down and use this corner to orientate myself around. Actually, I'm going to come through the D-ring and cinch it tight. Get to the opposite corner and do the same thing on this side, coming through the D-ring and clipping that there. Run my hand along again down to the tail. Lengthen the strap a little bit so I can get it through the D-ring, clip it there. So in the corners of the ground conversion kit, you'll find the zip heads. Just put them to the very end of the zip so they're together. And then on the double bubble, you'll find the slider part, and run that through both of the zip heads. And then you'll find that they easily zip together. Once the double bubble and the ground conversion kit have been zipped together, then you just take the bungeed loops in the corners of the ground conversion kit and peg those in. Just about 20 inches or 50 centimeters away from the corners, you'll find a elasticated clip and its corresponding clip buckle. And we want to do that on each of the corners and the tail, and this one over there also. So once you've got your double bubble all secured around the corners, your rainfly pegged out, there you've got the Flite Ultimate Stack.